A 10-year-old girl reported with a chief complaint of growth of soft tissue mass on tongue that was present since 1 month. Okay, so this is a recent lesion developed on the tongue in a young girl, in a child. It started as a painless, slow-growing soft tissue mass that gradually enlarged and was associated with discomfort and occasional pain on eating and interference while biting. After the excisional biopsy, specimen was fixed and stained with HNE for histological analysis. The images shown below, the most likely diagnosis is. So, in the given image over here, we can see these papillary projections or finger-like projections or cauliflower-like projections. Okay, so these are very specific of papillomas. Now, how do you clinically see a papilloma? So here is an example of a papilloma of tongue on the lateral border, on the ventral border here. So this looks like a wart, okay, like a common wart. It also has a projection. It can be blunted or it can be white, and it can have a lot of variations. It is usually painless and it starts from a small size and then it reaches its maximum size over a period of time. The patients are usually asymptomatic initially as given in the question, but it starts to create discomfort while eating, and that is when the patient will report to you. Now, histologically, there is this keratinization that is seen on the papillary projections, and there is a fibrovascular connective tissue core, as you can see over here. The connective tissue is usually inflamed, as you can see the lymphocytic infiltration everywhere, and the epithelium is relatively normal, so it's not a carcinomatous transformation. The other options, this is what we saw currently about squamous papilloma, right? So that's option number 3. Now let's see focal epithelial hyperplasia. Focal epithelial hyperplasia gives this cobblestone appearance, also known as Hex disease, as you can see on the lip, the inner surface and the vestibule. So these are islands of epithelial hyperplasia, okay, as the name suggests, focal epithelial hyperplasia. It does not have this kind of a warty appearance as given in the question. So we eliminate focal epithelial hyperplasia. Then the next option is oropharyngeal squamous cell carcinoma. Now that's a little less likely in a young child. Also, it is painless in the given question and it is growing over a period of time. Now, squamous cell carcinoma of the tongue usually comes as an ulcer or a projection. It has a lot of variations, but there is usually some familial history or history of intake of any carcinogen like tobacco or alcohol, which is not there in the given question. Here is just a representation of how oral carcinoma images would appear, and naturally the histopathological image given in the question shows no carcinomatous change, so we can definitely rule out oral squamous cell carcinoma. Coming to butcher's wart, now as the name suggests, it is something that's common in butchers or meat handlers. So these are papillomatous warts only caused by human papilloma virus 7, more common on skin than in the oral mucosa, especially in people who handle a lot of meat, that is butchers. So these are examples of butcher warts. So usually when we have such confusing options, when we don't know what one option is, then it's easier to go for the safer option. If you are sure that papilloma is the most likely answer, then don't get confused, don't get diverted to butcher's wart, okay? Although it may sound like a synonym, but then if you are sure of one option, just stick to that. So the correct answer over here is option 3, squamous papilloma.